Can you do it again? As a goat. Good. Next. Bad. Next. Yes. But are you evil? Hello and welcome to the channel. Now, the scarf and the mug of tea suggest a slightly more laid-back approach to this video. I don't really care about the structure of this video in terms of editing. I want to do a few videos that are a lot more laid back, a bit more conversational, because I know I really appreciated a lesson like that when I was in drama school. Rather than getting the lesson, this is what you're doing all the time, every now and then you'd have a bit more of a back foot kind of analysis of what you've been doing in the weeks leading up to this point, and I found it really useful. So I hope this will be useful to you. And if you do find it useful, do hit that like and subscribe button. So today I'm going to go through what to expect at an audition, loosely, or maybe not so loosely, depending on how carried away I get. Now, you may know what to expect from your audition day because most drama schools now have a sort of an order of play on their website. But what I want to do is sort of mull over all the little nuances that no one can really prepare you for, such as, waiting, a lot of waiting, often waiting with other really excited, bubbly applicants, entering the room, the audition itself, and leaving the room, and what you want to do afterwards. What do you do when you leave the audition room? Now, if you're anything like me, you will end up being super early for your audition and have to find a little coffee shop around the corner, slowly working yourself into an amazing caffeinated state of readiness. No, but do try and keep relaxed. It's a play, darling. Yes, we get it! Sitting and killing time before your slot is absolutely fine, but do watch your caffeine intake. We don't want you hovering off the floor as you're starting. No, not an oath! Or, is this a dagger which I see before me? Breathe, and as obscure as the comment, just be yourself, is, be yourself. The moment you enter the school building, you need to be thinking the audition has begun. Use this early arrival time to ready yourself and be prepared. At the front desk, reception area, there will be the usual, hello, my name is, and please wait over there, someone will come and find you, rigmarole. But again, just remember, anyone could be watching you at this point. You don't know who's going to be on your panel. You don't know if other tutors are going to be walking around the school, or, drama students themselves are often on the panel. So just bear in mind how you present yourself when you first enter the building. Be yourself. Seriously. You're in the building, you're all registered, this is happening. You can now start tuning your mind to, nice, I get to act soon, in front of people who know their stuff. When you are waiting, you may see others like yourself who will be nervous, and if they say they're not nervous, they are lying. Why would you pay £50, sometimes much more, for an audition and not be nervous? How you choose to channel this nervous energy is entirely up to you. Some people like to call it creative energy. Now, I know what nervous is, and I was nervous. I wasn't creatively energetic. Now, some people may be very chatty, saying where they've auditioned so far, that they have a recall here, a recall there, that they have this one coming up next. Well, of course, I've had 3 recalls so far. 1 at RADA, 1 at Lambda, and 1 at Mountview. But the thing is, I don't know where I want to go. Fine, let them talk. You certainly don't have to join in. Admittedly, it would be quite a bold choice to ignore all the chit-chat going on. But if you want to sit quietly and go through your speeches, breathe, meditate, whatever you need to do, you do it. You have paid to be there, and no one should distract you from your objective, to be an actor. My general theme for this channel is whatever works for you, within reason. Spinning around and intoning ma, me, ma, more, moo, more, ma, me might make you stick out like a sore throat, but then again, who am I to tell you what not to do? Let people do what they need to do to cope with such a high-pressured scenario, and it is high pressure. And also, let yourself do what you need to do to cope with such a high-pressured scenario. It's your audition. Your name or group number could be called at any moment. Be ready. The audition itself, if in a group scenario, never underestimate the power of offering to go first if the panel ask who wants to go first. You have a huge psychological lead on anyone just by going, yep, I'll do it. That aside, once you start to walk to the centre or the spot, where the place where you're going to do your speeches, the audition has begun. You're being watched. Your walk is being watched. Your movements are being watched. Your intentions are being watched. It has begun. The moment to be your true self has arrived. If you have worked your backside off before this moment, you have nothing to fear. Let these videos on this channel eliminate any chance of this sentence entering your head. Oh God, I wish I had done more work. If asked which speech you want to do first, own it and say which one you're going to do first. If it's going to be the Shakespeare, say, I would like to do my Shakespeare first. If it's going to be the modern, I would like to do my modern first. They wouldn't ask otherwise. When they say in your own time, take your time. Not a year, but prepare, find your first line, find your first intention, and then go for it. Act, be, express, play your action, and get into drama school. Oh yeah, it's that simple. Well, in some ways, it is. If you have those blinkers on and you have done the work, there is so much hope. So much is on your side. Keep your speeches moving, play your actions, don't self-indulge. Don't look directly at the panel, unless you really want to. In that case, just ask permission beforehand. Do you mind if I direct this to you? They'll most likely say yes, but they're going to be busy taking notes on you, so it's best to find that sweet spot around 6 to 7 inches above their heads and direct it to them. Or an imaginary scene partner 45 degrees off from the audition table or wherever they're sitting. Also, on that point, remember that they may not be looking at you, but they are listening to you. They are invested in you. It may not look like it. It may look like they're hunched over. It's because they're taking notes. But these guys, they know what they're doing. So don't worry if they're not looking at you. They're taking notes, they're on your side, but they are working at that point as you are. Inevitably, your speech will come to an end, and you may be asked to come and sit for a short interview or just a quick series of questions. This is still the audition, so keep the energy with you. The questions will most likely be around why you want to be an actor. What are your favourite plays? Who are your favourite actors? Please have answers for these. These come up 80 to 90% of the time in auditions, and they are things you can actually prepare for. So have an answer, not just, I like the Titanic. You know what I mean. They will most probably want to know something about you. What are your interests aside from acting? What do you do to blow off steam, your hobbies? At this point, they really aren't interested in how many times you have read or seen Othello. Again, as obscure as it is, be yourself. Answer honestly. I should also add that leaving the audition, either the room or the space where you have been standing, is as important as how you entered. This isn't to say that you should enter or leave gliding like a well-trained ballerina, but if you're entering with the intention to get their attention, then leave with the intention of, I'm leaving. It's really simple, but don't, sway off to one side. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Your audition is done. Leave the room. Leave the space. You've done all you can do. It's out of your control now. I did actually find that quite comforting when I was auditioning. I would be quite guilty of lingering in the moment and thinking, oh God, what could I have done? It's done now. Leave the room. After the audition, what do you do? Completely up to you. If you want to ring your mum, your dad, your friends, your family, your children, do it. If you want to run to your train, shove music in your ears and just fume for a little bit, fine, absolutely fine. I think the important thing is do something. You have just exposed yourself in front of people you have never met. Used your intellect, your emotional intellect, your body, your soul. You will be tired, so find something to do after the audition. It could be planned, or sometimes a group of auditionees may just run to the pub afterwards. You don't have to, but I think it's important to vent afterwards in any way. I would like to do a few videos on how to warm up and limber your body and your voice, because that is very useful. But this video was meant to be a bit of a sort of a chatty breakdown about an audition day. Yes, it's all over the place, but that's kind of the idea. These days are all over the place. But I hope you get a sense of comfort from it. There is no set rule to an audition day, but I hope this allows you to maybe either send an email to ask me a question or to put in the comments stuff you would like to see or things you would like to know about an audition day or anything else that pops to your mind. For now, continue to have fun. It's a play, darling. My name is Kai, but you can call me Caius.